Hello, my name is Jamie and welcome back to the channel. Unlike any other channel that showcases Pokemon Go PvP content, my channel exclusively showcases Shadow Pokemon. So if you're into that type of content, I'd appreciate it if you could like and subscribe.
So let's get into today's video. In today's video, we are not actually showcasing a particular team. What we are going to be showcasing is how to beat the algorithm. Well, we're actually not, because I don't actually believe in the algorithm, but we are going to be showcasing how to find your win condition. So the matches we're going to be taking a look at are where I've hard lost lead, been hard counted on the swap, and just had unfavourable situations. So you are going to see how I use good energy management, good shield management, etc. to play my way around that. I know a lot of people get really frustrated when they keep losing lead, losing switch, etc. However, especially in the Ultra League where the Mon are so bulky, almost all games have win conditions. You've just got to look for them. So these battles are going to be a showcase in how I've managed to play my way around them. So without any further ado, let's get into the battles. So we lead our Crobat into the bear trap. Of course, this is fucking dreadful. We attempt to catch a rock slide on Snorlax and we're unsuccessful. They now come in with a Charm A9. So we are just going to try and get this thing as low as possible and hope to gain a shield advantage. We are loaded full of energy, so I'm going to shield this first one up, as I do believe I'll make 2 more body slams. So we shield the weather ball. I'm really trying to deny charm successfully. We get a bit of lag, but we do deny the charm, so we are going to get off 2 body slams. First body slam will grab the shield. I'm hoping this second body slam does knock out. However, Alolan Ninetales is so bulky, they actually double shield. So we have successfully managed to gain shield advantage. A quick snipe with my Crobat. I come in, fire this Poison Fang off, that gets rid of him, and we have, more importantly, kept that Snorlax as a sacrificial swap. So we're going to just tank these moves. We can't do anything. The opponent throws their energy. This is fantastic for us. Crobat, you've pretty much got no play. So at this stage now, we've got Machamp with a shield and a sacrificial swap. They come in with an Air Slash Mandibuzz. This is not ideal. It takes 5 air slashes to get to an aerial ace, so we're going to have to shield up this move from the stupid flying Umbreon. And now, more importantly, we need to leave with a bit of energy. We allow an air slash through, which isn't great, so we're going to fire off this cross chop. And just before they get to the next aerial ace, we're going to fire off this rock slide. I go for rock slide, as cross chop wouldn't be enough to KO. See you fucking later, Mandy. Back out comes the bear trap. This cross chop will not KO, and then now 1 mud shot short of the rock slide. So 1 mud shot, and there's that sacrificial swap. So despite getting absolutely fucked in the lead, that right there is a good game. So remembering where the opponent's energy at comes in key. So moving on into the next battle. So we lead our Articuno into Escavalier. Counter is in us for neutral, and they are resisting all of our ice type moves due to their steel typing. You can see counter's already shredded us, and this Mega Horn does huge damage. I go for this Icy Wind. I was just going to sack the Articuno, but you are going to see the opponent is going to shield. So I'm going to go into my Suicune now. Once again, this isn't a great matchup. You can see Snarl's doing hardly anything, and the counters are really shredding us. We've already been hit with 1 Mega Horn. I expect this to be another. Ouch. So we've already got 2 Pokemon that are super low in the red. They bring in Giratina. Suicune can hit Giratina with Ice Beam, which does almost half their HP. We will reach a second one. I'm hoping the opponent does let this go, but the opponent actually shields twice. So now they've got no shields, but we have pretty much just 1 Pokemon. As I've got 2 shields, I'm going to bring in Articuno. We sneak Ice Shard in. They're not at the back-to-back, so I'm going to shield this up. I'm going to get as much Ice Shard damage off as possible. And this is where the opponent gives us a win con. So they've thrown their energy. So now we're going to go for one of my famous aggressive farm downs. I'm going to bring in Swampert. I'm going to completely mud shot it down. I'm going to save my shield. This is just a Dragon Claw. It's not too threatening. So Swampert, loaded full of energy, I'm hoping is going to be able to clean up this match. So we've got Swampert on around 33% health against healthy Escavalier. There is the Escavalier. I'm going to fire off this Hydro Cannon. I believe it won't quite KO, but we should be able to mud shot it down, which we are. And let's see what's in the back. In the back is a Swampert. So saving that shield is going to come in clutch. We're going to be able to outpace this Swampert 2 back-to-back anyway. So despite us looking quite rough, coming in and just completely committing to the mud shot down, leaving full of energy, is going to mean we can take this game. So GG's to that opponent. Moving on into the next battle, we'll lead our Shadow Charizard into Swampert. Shadow Charizard gets near one-shot by a Hydro Cannon. It's 5 mod shots to the Hydro Cannon, so we are counting we successfully catch on Lapras. So if we get realigned in this matchup later, at least the Swampert is dry. They now come in with an Umbreon. This would normally be quite a decent matchup for Lapras. However, with that chip damage, the Umbreon should be able to beat us. We sneak an Ice Shard. So now I'm really trying to time my charge moves to get the denial. We do get a denial, so these Surfs from a Shadow Lapras do really start adding up. The big thick fucking Umbreon has 6 million HP. So these Shadow Surfs, they do chip it down, but they don't really do too much. We successfully deny again. We are going to tank this next move, no problems, and we should outpace him to the next Surf. So Foul Play comes through. We should win CMP. This is going to be a CMP tie, so I'm really hoping now that we gain a shield advantage. This would put us in a great spot. But we actually don't gain a shield advantage, and that 6 million HP really saves the Umbreon. They survive with 1 HP and a Dream. So I'm now going to come in with Snorlax and look to get a little bit of energy on my Lax. Let's see what they come in with. They come in with a Talonflame. It's 3 Incinerates to a Flame Charge. So once again, we are going to sack. So we sacked twice successfully. So despite having unfavourable alignment, we have wasted so much of the opponent's energy. I'm going to fire off this Dragon Claw just before they get to the next Flame Charge. The opponent lets it go. They are now at the Brave Bird energy, but either way, I'm not going to shield this up, so they are going to have to Brave Bird us to take us out. They actually go for a Flame Charge, we survive, and they snipe with Swampert. So Snorlax, Swampert isn't a great matchup. Swampert would win this in even shielding scenarios. However, as you remember, I banked an absolute bucket load of energy on my Snorlax, so we should be in an alright position here. I am going to shield this up in case it is an Earthquake, but I imagine they are going to go straight Hydro Cannon. But either way, you can see we are loaded full of energy. So this next Body Slam should draw the shield, and Snorlax should be able to flip this endgame. Once again, I am going to shield this move up, and I'm hoping that the Body Slam is enough to knock out, but I think it's going to fall just short. But Snorlax is not in Hydro Cannon range yet, not even in Earthquake range. They come in with the Talonflame, giving us some free energy, so thank you very much. And that right there is a good game. So despite us losing lead, we managed to catch multiple charge moves and we managed to flip that match. Moving on into the next battle, we lead our Crobat into Dragon Breath Giratina. We get some nice lag, so we start 2 turns behind, which isn't fantastic. I'm going to tank this charge move. It does quite a lot as Crobat is quite squishy, and now we make a swap into our Snorlax. The opponent is staying in. I'm not going to shield anything, obviously, as Snorlax is always the damage sponge. They fire off a Dragon Claw, and then I'll switch out into Empoleon. So I just want to get shield advantage. We don't let any free water fall through. This superpower will do big damage or draw a shield, so we get the first shield, and we actually outpace them to this second superpower. Even debuff, this is still going to do huge damage, so Snorlax has put in a load of work. However, we haven't managed to flip the opening matchup, so once again, we are going to go for one of my famous aggressive plays. I'm going to come in with Lapras, and I'm going to look to double resisted Ice Shard down. It's double resisted as the stupid Penguins, Steel and Water typing, both resist Ice. So we're going to tank all this energy. They're going Hydro Cannon, so perhaps they're running Blizzard as the second move. I'm really hoping to farm down. We just farmed down without taking a third move. We've now got a really loaded Lapras. They come in with Registeel. So this is looking pretty grim. So I'm going to fire off a Surf and come back in with my Crobat. They come in with Giratina now. I'm just going to go straight Poison Fang, even though Shadow Ball would hit for super effective. The reason I'm going straight Poison Fang is because I'm going to need to completely Ice Shard down this Giratina and leave with maximum energy for that Registeel. So you can see I've got 2 shields. I sneak an Ice Shard. You might be thinking, I've got to shield this, surely. And that is where the win con is. I absolutely do not want to shield this. That is because Registeel takes 7 seconds or 14 turns to make a Flash Cannon. So if I would have shielded that Dragon Claw, which I would survive, it means that Registeel would be able to get to 2 charge moves. However, I knew I'd survive, and I know I'm not going to get lock-on down. There's no chance they're going to make 3 moves. So the fact that I've got a shield, the opponent is trying to lock on us down, and guess what, Big Tin Can? You've got fucking no hope. Lapras makes the 3 Surfs, and that right there is a good game, despite us having 0 alignment whatsoever. Moving on into the next one, the algorithm really has it in for us. We lead our Gramble into a fucking Nidoqueen. absolutely dreadful. We save switch to Lapras and we're hard countered with an Escavalier. I know I am going to survive this drill run and I'm hoping to get to back-to-back surfs. I threw on CMP to not allow a free counter. This first surf will do decent damage, and if I can reach the second one on 1 HP and a dream, which we do here, this should gain us shield advantage. I highly doubt the opponent lets it go, as they are going to want to keep that favourable alignment, so this is great for us. At least we now have shield advantage to work with. But we're still in a bit of a rough spot. This Escavalier has loads of energy, so I'm just going to bring in Gramble and I'm just going to sack it. I'm not going to shield anything, as Gramble is dead weight against that Nidoqueen. Drill run comes through. I'm really hoping I can charm down. We just about managed to do it, and I'm now spamming out Swampert. Can Swampert up shields clean up this match? In the back is an Alolan Ninetales. It's on Powder Snow, so I'm not going to shield this first one up, as I know it's just a Weather Ball. We now need to manage our energy really well and try and deny some fast moves. So we fire off the Hydro Cannon here. We get the denial, which is fantastic. Hydro Cannon does around half its HP. I am now going to be forced to obviously shield this next move, as I am getting super low. So we shield the Weather Ball. I am now hoping that I'm going to outpace it to the back-to-back. We get yet another denial in. They are now one Powder Snow away from the next charge moves. If they shield this up, Swampert is going to come in, win CMP, so see you fucking later, Alolan Ninetales. Keeping shields was fantastic. Back out comes the Nidoqueen. This is going to be a Poison Fang. I'm going to shield it up, as I did save my shields. They're not going to be able to Poison Jab us down before we reach the Hydro Cannon, so Swampert, once again, up shields, has absolutely cleaned up this game. I think the Nidoqueen is going to survive 1 HP and a dream, so just a BM, we're going to charm it down. GG's and thanks for playing. Moving on into the final battle of the video. This is possibly my favourite. I think this is a game where I probably considered top left in. However, we did play it out. So once again, dreadful lead. Gramble into Talonflame is not what you want to see. We save switch into Lapras and we CMP tie on the potential Brave Bird. I'm not going to shield Lapras. We do survive a Brave Bird and we are going to get this surf off. As they have lowered their defense, I highly imagine they are going to shield this up, which they do. So we now have shield advantage. They come in with Swampert. This is fairly decent. We haven't got much HP, but we aren't going to get Mud Shot down. Surf does a decent amount of chip damage, and the opponent is going to have to throw a Hydro Cannon before we get to the second one. So I'm just going to obviously let Lapras go down. There's no point shielding such a low health Pokemon. And once again, we are going to come in with Gramble and use it as a damage sponge, as it has a 0 play against that Talonflame. I'm really hoping to charm down before they reach back-to-back Hydro Cannons, but you're going to see 1 HP and a dream, they survive. As Gramble has no play against Talonflame, once again we're going to put it all in Swampert to clean up this match. We managed to Mud Shot down, and in the back is a Togekiss. So you're going to see I throw an alignment, hoping for a denial, and do we fucking bollocks get a denial. So this is looking rough. First one draws the shield, they now switch into Talonflame. I am capped on energy, so if you're wondering why I threw it, such poor timing, I obviously have to throw at some stage. We go for an undercharge, and that is absolutely key. We've got 2 shields. We are going to be able to now Mud Shot this flyer down, and we're going to leave with back-to-back Hydro Cannons. So if we get a denial here, which we do, this is going to be G to the fucking G. So 1 Hydro Cannon gets Togekiss fairly low. Second Hydro Cannon is going to take out the Togekiss. And that, my friends, is why I say Swampert is the fucking GOAT. The GOAT is always going to do GOAT things. So those were the battles. You can see in every single match, we pretty much lost lead hard. A lot of matches, we lost switch hard as well. But you've got to sometimes think outside of the box to find them win cons. What I often do is I'll come in, make a super aggressive farm down, and hope that a Pokemon loaded full of energy is going to be enough to flip the end game. It doesn't always work, but you can see that despite getting hard counted, there are often win conditions. So if you appreciate this newer type of video or style of video, post it in the comment section down below, and I'll be back at it tomorrow, hopefully with some Shadow Feraligatr battles. So look forward to them ones. I'd just like to say thanks for watching, and I will see you all in the next one.